gossip, entertainment, fashion, trend, and more.
Oh, well, I was horrified by the allegations that I heard about Mr. Combs, and of course horrified by the video evidence that was released after that. But I was horrified by the descriptions that I read before the video evidence came out, and absolutely is something that needs to be brought to light when it happens. And my default stance is to believe women when they make these accusations, and to make sure that we do whatever we can to support women who are making these allegations, and make sure that they're heard, and that any kind of accountability.
I'm sorry. Did I miss something? I'm just a little confused at how John Legend can give his opinion or speak on anybody's situation with anything when his wife's background is not squeaky clean. How soon do we forget she was dropped from her Bloomingdale's deal, she was dropped from a Macy's deal, and she was dropped from a couple other deals for cyber online bullying and some inappropriate tweets about kids, sexual attraction with kids, allegedly. But I mean, all of this stuff can be pulled up. And since then, the tweets have been deleted. But obviously, if you Google it, it all comes right up. I just don't understand. This is the second time John Legend spoke on somebody's situation, but I never heard him say anything about his wife's situation. So that's why I'm just like, I'm sorry, did I miss something? Like, I'm just as confused as everybody else. I just feel like he shouldn't have said anything at all. If they're asking you something pertaining to your wife, and I mean pertaining to what's going on with Diddy or R. Kelly, I just feel like you shouldn't speak on it. I mean, unless you want to compare your wife's situation to what's happening, people that live in glass houses should not throw stones. And this is my thing. And this is not even just about John Legend and Chrissy Teigen. This is my opinion overall. I just feel like anybody, period, that has had any type of run-in with a situation about sexual misconduct, pedophilia, whether you was charged or not, found guilty, not guilty, if you are in the limelight and you got in any kind of trouble for it or was accused of it, shut up. Shut up. Like, you should not even have an opinion about another person's situation if you can't speak on your own. And that's just how I feel about John Legend and Chrissy Teigen's situation. I just thought maybe I was missing something, because even when he was in Surviving R. Kelly, when he popped up on the screen, my face instantly became a little irked, because I'm like, it should be Surviving Chrissy Teigen. I mean, she ain't do things that R. Kelly did, but she still made very inappropriate statements and comments about children, allegedly, and she still was a part of cyberbullying someone to the point where she lost all the deals that she had going on at the time. So, I just thought maybe I missed something. Maybe it was something I missed. So, y'all tell me if I missed something. What's your thoughts on that? Do y'all think he should be able to speak freely? I mean, anybody can speak about anything. It's your opinion. But I mean, she even made a reference to Anthony Weiner. I don't know if y'all know who that is, but I think he was a politician, if I'm not mistaken. And he did like 21 months in jail for sexting, sending nude photos and stuff to a 15-year-old little girl. and Chrissy Teigen had made a tweet referencing that, like, John, what are we talking about? Mind your business. Stay out of this. And that's just all I gotta say on that. Martin. So y'all know Bad Boys Forever is coming out this week, which we were saying that it came out last week, but then we found out that it was only playing in Jersey in the Cherry Hill location, and we wanted to see it so bad. But basically, the people is worried about Martin. Take a look at these videos or take a look at this clip. The people are saying something is wrong. Here we go.
You should have somebody in your life that's like that. Who is your ride or die, Martin?
My ride or die is my best friend, Larry White. My brother who just passed away, Sean Lampkin. All of those were my ride or dies, you know. And those are my best friends that I've been baptized with, and everything. We grew up together and all that, you know.
What about for
in the movies?
It's your guy.
Yeah, my guy. That's my guy.
What about for you?
And Charlie Mack and Omar? Like, my boys from Philly are still with me to today, you know, and you know, all the way up through Alfonso and Fresh Prince and you know, James Avery, and that, like, I have always had a ride or die. And you know, Jada as ride or die as.
I don't know if there's something wrong per se. I would say that Martin is a man of a particular age. He's 60 years old. He's of age. He's of age. And maybe because we're so used to seeing Martin like be spunky and be up and moving around. So to see him kind of like, you know, in that frail state a little bit and not as Martin-y. Maybe that's what it could be. Will Smith did have to like hold his hand out on stage at one point. During that clip, as y'all seen, he did kind of like zone out a little bit. His words are a little slurred. So I don't know. I don't know if we should be worried. Maybe this may be. Is this supposed to be like the last installment to the Bad Boy franchise? I don't know. Y'all guess is just as best as mine. I wish Martin well. It sucks to see such a legend like him. And that Martin is the example of, it just goes to show you that time waits for no one. We're all getting older. And he's gotten older. Like, he's gotten older. And it's just crazy how he was able to do a piece of art and create the Martin Show amongst all the other things that he's done and created and still maintain that relevance today. Martin, I don't care what nobody say, because I see a lot of stuff on the internet about Fresh Prince and this show, Jamie Foxx and this and that, better than Martin and yada, yada, yada. Nikki said it'll never fucking happen. I don't see it. Like, no. I just don't think there will never be. Were those shows great? Absolutely. But I just don't see there ever being something as iconic as Martin. I mean, we got Shanae, Mama Payne, Roscoe, Jerome. What's his name? Was it Roger Bob? Roger Bob or Bob? Dude, it's a party. Like, come on, y'all. It's Martin. And I think that's the person that's trained in all of our minds. So to see him at this older age and to see him kind of like zoned out, I think is a shock for everybody. I think everybody's like, hold up. This is Martin. So good luck with Martin. Prayers to Martin. Hopefully, you know, there's nothing wrong. Hopefully it's just a result of him getting older. We all, God's will be there one day, hopefully. And And yeah. Um, Child, I'm not gonna stay on this long. Big Gretch. Are y'all tuning into this season of Baddies? I am. I'm a Baddies fan. I'm a Baddies and a Bad Boys fan. And as much as I wanted to boycott Zeus, it just found a way to suck me in, and they get my $5.99 every month, child. So there's this girl on there named Big Gretch. We have Meatball from Philly. For those of you watching, I am from Philly. We got Meatball from Philly. She's a social media influencer or comedian. I don't know what you want to label Meatball as. But nevertheless, she basically had beef with Gretch. When Gretch walked into the house, she socked her. Apparently, there was something that took place off of camera that led to Meatball hitting Gretch. Basically, once she hit her, all hell broke loose in the house. And Gretch ended up calling her a nigger or saying nigga in her sentence of her being mad. And that just enraged all the girls because obviously like 90% of the house is black. And so it sparked this discussion online. It was real big. It was viral all over Twitter. And I'm gonna say this little part of it and I'm gonna move on because for me, this conversation can get a little deep and I'm gonna say this. And this is my opinion, and everybody's entitled to their opinion. I personally feel like if you are not born, birthed, and created from someone 100% black, African American, the word nigga or nigger should not be coming out of your mouth. I don't care if you grew up in a black neighborhood, you grew up with black friends, you're Afro-Latina, you're Puerto Rican, you're this, you're that, you're that. If your parent is not black or African American, what are we discussing? What are we discussing? Then they pulled up her Big Gretch's mug shots from when she went to jail, and apparently on the information, if this information is not Photoshop, it had marked that she's white. I have not watched last night's episode. After I'm done recording this, I'm actually going to watch last night's episode. But they was in the house beating her ass because she kept saying nigga and nigger and nigga, and rightfully so. Like, I mean, there's not much to say. I don't understand why is this argument. So my aunt actually brought up, she was like, well, y'all let CardiB say it. I said, no. I don't even like CardiB saying it. Like, that's not, when she say it, I cringe too. And I don't, just because CardiB is who she is, let her get a pass. CardiB, Fat Joe, J-Lo, I don't, no. Like, no. Even on my everyday outside life, if I'm outside and I'm in a neighborhood or at a store or something, and I hear like someone Spanish say it, or, something like that, I give a look. Like, I just don't, it's just like, why do you care to use that word so much? Why do you care? Why do you care? Like, why do you want, like, you're not black, you wearing a see? That's why, I was about to start talking about slaves, and we gonna move right along. Moving right along. Moving right along. Black China, y'all. Black China. So Black China recently did an interview. She's been kind of getting dragged a little bit because the people are talking. The people are saying that you have been playing my heart. That's my neighbor. Yeah. Black China. The people are saying that basically, like, they're judging her like, oh, I thought you were so saved now, and I thought you was this, and I thought you was that. And so she basically addressed people, because the way she still dresses is considered still provocative. And I guess people was like, oh, she's fake. I thought she changed this, that, and the third. And my whole thing is, one, Black China never said, I don't remember when she made her transition, her ever saying that she was going to be this church-bound, church-going girl. What I remember Black China saying was, she's given up narcotics, she's given up alcohol, she's given up the whole video vixen side of it. She wants to go be taken more serious as an actress, try to get into the artistry world. And I remember her saying out her mouth specifically that she's leaving it to the young girls now that's behind her. She's leaving it to the Aries and the Jadas and the, you know, the Cleos and the Ice Spices of the world and all of them. So that's what I remember her saying. I don't ever remember her saying that she was going to be this Bible thumping church person. I don't remember that. And this the problem. And I'm not going to touch too deep on this because religion go into play. Christians be so ready to judge. Screw the fact that this girl has been clean. She hasn't been drinking. We have not been seeing, you know, sex tapes of her. She gave up all of that stuff and video leaking and carrying on with the Kardashians and this, that, and the third. And she cleaned up her image. And whether it's fake or not, publicly, she's cleaned up her image. And what? It's been about a year, going on 2 years since we seen any dumb shit from her. And y'all want to bitch, moan, groan, and complain about a tank top shirt or some short shorts. She got a breast reduction. She got an ass reduction. If she still wants to dress and feel sexy and feel like a woman and still feel her way, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Who are y'all as Christians to be judging anybody? And that be the problem with these Bible thumpers and these church folk. Y'all be so worried what's happening outside the church when the sin be happening right in your face behind the church walls. I don't get it. I just don't understand it. I don't get it. That girl never ever said that she was going to be Bible thumping. So why is she being crucified? And to this day, we still don't know why Megan Good and her husband broke up. And if we do, I didn't see it. But I feel like partially that's why her and her husband didn't work out. And this is just my assumption because I know she struggled going into their relationship. A lot of backlash, people was judging him and judging her about the roles in movies she taking, things like that. And it's just like, who are y'all as the church to judge that? Who the fuck are y'all? And this is why a lot of people shy away from church. Because they don't want to be judged by a bunch of motherfuckers that's doing worse shit than them, but doing well at hiding it. But there is a video that's circulating around, and I don't know how old or new it is, but, you know, it was just, our family just had a discussion about it. A whole pastor Let me see if I can find that video. A whole pastor just got caught in a car with a young boy. This is a pastor in a car with a minor, a boy, having sex or trying to have sex. This is a man of the cloth, a man in the church. That's why I don't be wanting to hear that, child. Let me see. See, all my text don't translate over to this. Probably because I have it pinned. Let me try one thing. Hold on, y'all. Yeah, nope, it didn't let me. Hold on. Yeah, it's not letting me. But either way, y'all, why are we judging Blac Chyna? The lady been minding her business. She been chilling, doing her thing, popping out here and there, doing her little appearances, going back. You see her more with her kids and stuff. Her mom seem to be on really on a good path right now. Why are we judging her? Why? Erica Banks. You remember growing up in high school or in school period or in your neighborhood, it's being that one girl that just want to be liked and want to be the it girl. You don't quite get in. It's like you hanging with the cool people, but you're the butt of the joke. Like you friends with the cool people, but you're only friends with them because you're a joke. Erica Banks. That's Erica Banks to me. I just feel like Erica Banks is so annoying. And I feel like she wants to be like, I don't know, she's just annoying, y'all. Oh my God. She's just so annoying. Watch this clip.
Hey, what's up? It's your girl Erica Banks, and I'm in the neighborhood with the neighborhood talk.
You are known as the Flow Queen. You put out a freestyle to Gucci Mane's I Think I Love Her, and Megan Thee Stallion put out a freestyle to the same song. Now, I saw that you pinned a comment on one of your posts saying that you want to go freestyle with her. Would you really be open to doing that? And how do you feel about Megan Thee Stallion doing, freestyles on the same beat as you?
I mean, everybody can do, freestyles on whatever beat they choose, but it's the big difference between me and you.
Period. Okay. And
it's like, girl, Megan Thee Stallion is paying you no mind. And I don't even like Megan Thee Stallion. But Megan is paying you no mind. It's like you beefing with yourself. You've been begging to beef with this girl since you got in the game, and she's paying you no mind. Like, Megan is literally paying this girl does. And then she looks it's a big difference between me and you. Like, that is so corny. You are whack. Like, you are like, Erica. No, Erica. Like, what makes you think Megan is going to stop to even acknowledge you? She hasn't been acknowledging you. She's not going to acknowledge you. And if she do, I think she will annihilate you. Like, Erica, I don't know. I just feel like fetch is never going to happen for Erica. Fetch is never going to happen. It's never going to happen for you. So it's like, girl. I don't think anybody would even care to see a Megan Thee Stallion and Erica Banks battle back and forth. I don't think nobody would even care for that, to be honest. But what people do care about right now is CardiB and Bia going back and forth. So basically, Cardi B and Bia are beefing. They both dropped diss records. Right now, the ball is in Cardi B's court. So let's see if she responds. Pretty much the beef, from my understanding, this is from my research, this is from what I've seen, this is from my perspective of where the beef came from. Apparently, some time ago, Bia was a supporter of Cardi B. Bia would tweet Cardi B. Bia would write Cardi B. I guess previously they've had conversations. They've talked. She was in full support of Cardi B. Like, Bia was a Cardi B supporter. Somewhere down the line, that got misconstrued. Nicki became cool with Bia, did the remix of Whole Lotta Money. And right after Whole Lotta Money came back, and Bia had hung with Nicki for that weekend. Because remember, they was on live. They told the story about how Bia came to her house a couple days in a row. And she wasn't really feeling Bia at first. She was trying to fill her out. Yada, yada, yada. That whole thing. Right after that, any tweet that Bia had ever wrote about Cardi B to Cardi B, she went and deleted it. She stopped supporting Cardi B. They stopped talking, all because now she was hanging with Nicki. So, the internet speculated that the minute she became cool with Miss Minaj, this imaginary problem between Bia and Cardi happened. After that, some time had passed from my understanding. If something happened in between, y'all could drop it in the comments. Bia accused Cardi of stealing from her, like stealing ideas and looks and things from her, and saying she was trying to look like her. I spoke on this in the other video. I guess one of the songs that Cardi came out with, Bia had already did a song to the beat, which is the Missy Elliott song, She's a Bitch. And then when Enough came out, Bia accused Cardi B of stealing a look, like trying to imitate her look, which in my opinion, Cardi has always slayed fashion since she's been Cardi. So to sit and think that she's copying off of you, I'm not even gonna say I could see Nicki saying that, but because Cardi eats Nicki up, and y'all know I'm a barb 100%. But when it comes to the fashion, we said before, Miss Cardi B, Miss Belcalis gonna serve a look, okay? Period. Every time. With that being said, Megan Thee Stallion, Cardi B, Glorilla dropped a remix to Megan Thee Stallion's and Glorilla's song. Cardi took a shot saying nobody wanna be ya. Like basically saying, girl, you ain't nobody. Bia came back and responded. Cardi went live basically saying Bia tried to put out a sex tape or say she had a sex tape on her and saying that she slept with somebody. And Cardi was saying, you lying on my pussy, and I'ma sue you, and da-da-da-da-da. And then Bia dropped her official diss track. It was a lot of back and forth with that. All I'ma say is, I was on the live that Cardi had did, and I was kind of annoyed with her, because it's like, girl, if Bia's running around here trying to say, oh, she slept with somebody, I have a sex tape, this, that, and the third. You said what you said already. You said that it's a lie, but if it's true, put it out. Put it out. You said put it out. You'll give somebody $1 million. Put it out. Cash. Put it out. So if you know that it's a lie and she don't have, and there's no chance that she has a sex tape, why are you, because Tasha K asked Tasha K learned her lesson and this and that, and I'm suing Bia. So now why are you taking it to court? Get in the fucking studio And it's my problem with Cardi B. Rap. Drop your album. Put it in a song. Period. What are we doing all of this? Oh, I'm suing you and this, that, and the third. Like, for what? For what? So, now, I guess the ball is in Cardi B's court. Bia dropped a song. I didn't even go listen to the song yet. I heard little clips. I did hear her say Cardi B talk like a second grader and go be with your kid and all this other stuff. People were saying be an 8. I told y'all I'm an entrepreneur too. So on the weekends, I'll be a little busy. So when shit break on the weekends, it's hard for me to like stop and tend to it. So I will be listening to it after this video. But I don't know. Cardi B, rap about it. She dropped her disc. You said what you said. She said what she said. Rap about it now. Like, respond. Respond. That's it. That's it. And last but not least, Diddy Bop. You already know we gonna be I'm sorry, it's a lot happening outside of my house right now. I'm seeing everything going on. My neighbors and shit. Diddy children graduated from high school, the twins. And no word or not whether he was present. I'm going to say he most likely he wasn't. Because to be present right now is crazy. However, the family went, celebrated, went out to dinner. And as the boys and his mother was coming out the restaurant, this is what happened.
How are you, man? Good to see you, man. Who's graduating today?
Chance.
Oh, congratulations, man.
Thank you.
Hey, King, quick question. How's your father going so far?
How's he holding up right now, man?
He's good.
Huh? He's good?
He's good?
Hey, it took a lot to for him to apologize, right?
Stopping the coupe on the way.
He still got a lot of supporters, still believing in him.
Hey, your dad is doing okay?
Yeah, he's good.
Yeah.
Stopping the coupe on the way. Stopping the coupe on the way.
All right, King. Thank you, man. How's your dad going so far, man? He's okay?
I don't think Baby's on here. She's not here.
All right, Justin. Thank you, man.
God bless you.
All right, you too, man. Thank you.
How's he holding up, man? Good? You know, some of us got his back. You feel me?
Any concern about your dad, man? You wanna say anything?
So as you can see, the paparazzi was kind of on their head. You see Quincy trying to throw them off from asking about Diddy, yelling in the camera, talking, whatever. I want to say I feel like the kids should be off limits. However, those boys are grown now. I think they're all over the age of 21. So they're all young men. And I feel like the whole kid thing, honestly, kind of went out the window when Justin went and made a diss record towards 50 Cent. Like, the whole kids thing. Y'all, let me tell y'all this. I am a nosy neighbor. I am that neighbor. I have to know everything that's happening. It's so bad, y'all. I am a nosy neighbor. Like, when I tell you my husband be over it, because I could literally repeat to him and tell him who goes in what house, what's happening. And I live on a quiet block. Like, I don't live on no ruckus-ass block. So anytime something's going on, I drop to go see what's going on so I could be in the know. I don't care. Y'all can call that nosy, whatever you want. But listen, if some shit go down, I'm going to be able to point what. And my neighbor just got her car towed because apparently over the weekend she was on her way to a cookout. And while she was on her way to the cookout, her kids came out to get in the car. The car didn't start. She just bought the car in January. So the tow truck company is out there getting the car. And then the white guy that lives next door, who I don't like, came out, asked her what's going on, what's wrong, is everything okay? And then, yeah, it's a whole thing happening out there right now. Anyway, Diddy. I just feel like all of that kid, as long as his daughters is not being harassed because they're not of age yet, when it comes to the boys, I don't really sympathize with that. And that's just my opinion. And like I said, I feel like that changed for me when that son went and made the carbon copy, the one that's literally trying to be just like him, the dark-skinned one that looks like him and acts just like him. I feel like that went out the window. That whole, it's a kid, leave the kids alone. They're all over 21. They all can handle themselves. I'm sure they all got media training and know what to do, what to say, and how to say. Look how Quincy was in the camera, yelling in the camera, trying to throw the paparazzi off and trying to, dodge the question about their dad. I mean, that's just my opinion of it. Y'all say kids is irrelevant and kids should stay out of it, leave the kids alone. But the kid went and walked his big ass, his grown ass, into the studio, hopped on a disc record, dissed a grown 40-something, almost 50-year-old man, and went to beef with a 50-year-old. So I just feel like, so that basically solidified, I'm grown, I'm not a kid, I'm going to do what I want. I mean, is that not... is that not what it is? Like, I don't know. What's your opinions? As long as the daughters is not being harassed. And I'm going to say this, y'all. I don't know. It's just me. This is my opinion. It's just something a little sinister about that mom. About his mom. Like, every time I see his mom, it just gives, like, she know what's going on. And she the cleanup person. I'm going to clean up for my son. She won't help her son hide the dead bodies. That's just me. That's just my opinion. Every time I see his mom, I just be like, But that's all I got. Ain't got no more. Thank y'all for tuning in. Shout out to y'all for last week almost making our video go to 1,000 views. I appreciate it. I will see y'all next week. I am going on vacation in 2 weeks, so we're probably going to miss a week within the next 2 weeks, but obviously I'll keep y'all updated on that. Yeah, enjoy this nice weather. I'm going to go watch Baddies. I'm going to go listen to Bia, and I'll holler at y'all in the comments. Peace.